Yeah, Kathy, why don't you hear?
And also the ice hockey, whatever.
Oh, yes, I'll cover that.
Okay.
Tell us about what you found out today. Kathy and John, if you haven't heard that story yet, that's a good one, too. Yeah. Tell us the story, John, about the trip to Peach State Aerodrome.
You all know it, right, everybody?
No.
Oh, well, I'm taking the Comanche, courtesy of Brian, and I get to the gate at EAA, and I realize I don't have my cell phone in my pocket. And I look around the back seat and realize I don't have my iPad either, which means I have no foreplay, which means I have no idea where I'm going. And I had to fly around Class Bravo, because you can't go straight to Peach State from here. You got to dangle around. So I went and looked for a sectional, and nobody had a sectional except Phil Harcourt had this old atlas from 1980, and he had an Atlanta sectional with no Class Bravo drawn on it whatsoever. There's a mode C, but there's no Bravo. So Kathy and I used this, and we took off from here, and we headed out at about, I don't know, maybe 165 degrees or so, and flew past Covington, and then we sort of circled around Savannah. And when I got to 270 degrees on the GPS, it had no picture on it, just had this where you are. Kind of like a VOR GPS, actually. When I got to 270 degrees, I turned dead right, and we flew straight to Beach Bay. So, and we landed and had a very good meeting, and we flew directly east until I got past due north, and then I flew straight to LZU. And yeah, right, exactly, yeah. And the baby Jesus was over in the corner.
And Tinkerbell was on the other side.
Yeah. So here you have a 1980 sectional right here that saved us, or we'd still be out there.
Which proves that you don't have to buy sectionals anymore.
Or you don't need an iPad. You can fly without it.
Just wing it.
All right, so Kathy will tell us about the meeting part. But the reason they went down there was March 25th will be the celebration of life for Ron Alexander down at Peach State. It will begin at 11 a.m. And Kathy came up with the idea of could they use some help from EAA 690. So she'll fill us in on what they found out.
What I forget, John will tell me. We were greeted very warmly. Regina Alexander said that whenever Ron talked about an EAA chapter, he always referred to 690. So she was very thrilled that we would be there and just super appreciative that I offered y'all services. They've done special events before, and I can only tell you they've got every minute planned from 11 a.m. when they start feeding people till 4 o'clock when the last flyby goes by. I can tell you, bring a box of winners because it's going to be special. They have got everything itemized out, but the biggest concern they have was that they have some help parking aircraft and cars. But they do have some people that are used to doing it for their special events. They just want to make sure that they get to be a part of the memorial service, which is understandable. And the thing is, she also indicated that our people would be just filling in part of the time because they have it down to a science. They really do. We need to hire them to come here.
We need people to get there about 9 a.m.
Yeah.
and fill in a little bit. And then you may or may not be needed at all during the memorial service, depending on what the... But they want to make sure they keep kids off of airplanes. And then the big push is going to be after 4 o'clock, whenever all the airplanes start to leave. They want to make sure that they're handled properly. And we could... I think they said like maybe 10 people. If we had a half a dozen people who were actually willing to do something, that would probably cover their needs. Because they're also the Civil Air Patrol going to be there too.
Yeah, Civil Air Patrol, they're gonna be participating?
we're just sort of the backup. We may not have to do anything at all, I don't know. But definitely there will be needed after 4 o'clock when everybody's sort of.
Everybody gets the same time. And if you do decide to fly down for the service, they're suggesting that they want the airport to kind of shut down at 12:45, right?
12:30.
12:30.
They're gonna note them it closed.
They're going to have a NOTAM for that. And 4 o'clock is when they'll reopen to leave. If you have intentions to go to the Barnstormers Grill down there, they will not open until 4 in the afternoon because they, of course, will be a big part of the service. So I guess they're used to serving breakfast, and they won't be serving breakfast or lunch. Well, yes, they will because that's part of this. They open the gates at 10, and at 11 they serve lunch, which is a barbecue lunch, and then the service starts at 1 o'clock, and it goes till 4.
They'll have a little thing down there where they're selling those wristbands, and they've got 2 or 3 videos of rum.
Special videos, yeah,
They'll
that
be
they're going
selling
to sell.
videos.
T-shirts.
T-shirts,
Yep.
etc.
Yeah.
So it ought to be a great day. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. But you need to put a NOTAM out.
You need, one of you, need to write up what you want in there, and we'll send it out.
Kathy will get right on that.
Only if you fly me back there.
Okay. Should we take a GPS or something to figure out how we're going next time? Or we just do a Wayne wing it? Wayne wing it.
Hey, great seafood in
Yeah.
Savannah.
Savannah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
You can be there in no time at all.
Stop by Hilliard's when the gust
There you
goes
go.
right through too.
And if you do volunteer, and we'll bring this up, let John or I know so we can give them a head count of just who. They asked us to bring our own orange vests for safety's sake.
Probably do a sign up at the next breakfast and the next business week.
Okay.
We'll put a couple things out here for people to just look at and then walk away from.
Somebody's
Yeah,
got to be
I know about
responsible
that,
for
but I thought
orange
that's why I
vests.
bought that training.
Somebody needs to be responsible for the orange vests.
March 25th, Saturday. And they're going to have flybys. Connie's going to lead a T6 flyby, and she said maybe 6 to 8 T6s to make a little noise. And there's going to be a DC-3 flyby. The new Jim Seal, is that his?
And some Stearman flybys too.
Oh, that's right, there's Stearman flyby. And J3 Cub flyby. And Missing Man formation. I mean, that's right. And then right after Missing Man formation, they're going to have taps, rifle volley, taps, flagfold with Missing Man, and then bagpipes. So, like I said, they've got it down to the minute.
Yeah, lots of cleanup.
Oh, God, yes. Case will be more than needed. I think that wraps that up.
Very good. Thank you. So a couple things I found in the notes from Tuesday night. You know that back in like odd 8, I think, or something like that. That's 1908. A sign was put up across the front of the hangar. It says Winnett Experimental Aircraft Association, and it's looked pretty bad for a couple of years, a couple of decades. So Ron Childress, who's on the trustees, actually has a friend that's in the sign business, is going to make an 8-foot sign for us to replace this out here, and we're going to have to figure out if we can find a way to get the old lettering off of there and clean it up or whatever, or just a big cannon